Right, it's time to build up this high priest for the bone dragon. Now, lots of little pieces on this one, so I'm hoping it won't be too complex, but I suspect that there's going to be a lot of me dropping things on this one. Okay, let's start by getting out all the main pieces that we need. So we got 59, which is the main body. Well, it's a bit difficult to get into some of these pieces on this one, so might be a good idea not to cut all the way in and just kind of tidy it up later. So 59, 60, which is the legs over here, top of the legs anyway. Then we need 61 and 62. 62 is this one. Again, don't force your clippers in there if it feels, you know, a bit difficult. Just give yourself a bit of space. 62 now. Let me find that. No, I've already got 62. It's 61 on this one here. And again, we've got some very thin, easy to snap pieces here, so do be careful about it. Okay, so we've got these main pieces together. Let's start off by just tidying up the legs. Now it is possible to, you know, do this as the Tomb King, but I think if you do that, because the High Priest is sat down, I don't think you can really do him. Let's do him like stood up, so I think that's one of the slight problems there, that you've got. You can have the Tomb King on foot and the Leech Priest on the dragon, but I don't think you can do it the other way around. Okay, let's pop him on there. You know what, I'm saying this is a him, and I'm going to assume it's a him. Right then. Yeah, I think it's anyway, doesn't really matter, does it? This thing's so ancient that anything that matters is probably long ago rotted off. This part goes. Ooh, what's that? This is on the back, I think. Yeah, the back towards the top of the neck. So basically, it goes there. I need to reread the Nagash saga, the Rise of Nagash from the Warhammer Legends. I loved that set of books. It was amazingly well done. Just Nagash going from like a Leech Priest, and then how he learns about death magic, and then everything just kind of spiraling from there was just like such an amazing set of books. I'm not going to spoil them for you, but they are really well done. Can't remember who wrote them. I'll have to double check that, but I do love some of those old world legend books. Okay, so just small little pieces on this one, isn't there? Right, we need 64. This knife over here. 63, which is this set of scrolls. And 72, which is one of the legs. Let me find that. 72. Right, let's get these on here. Normally, when it comes to like little peripheral bits like knives and scrolls, I'll frequently leave those off the model. However, I'm doing an undercoating approach on these undead. That if I leave all the bits on, it looks better in the end. Harder to paint, but looks better as a result of it once I've painted it. Right, well, how does this come on now? See, I'm worried about gluing this in the wrong way, because get it wrong and it's going to end up kind of difficult to position him. So it feels like the knife is kind of pointing slightly backwards. I'm just checking where this hook's on. The thing is, I'm working out exactly where this hooks onto the belt. I think it goes on its back, like basically just here. There's a tiny little notch. And that's where it feels it sits. Like so. So it seems to fit. Okay, now the scroll goes on the other side. I think again there's a little notch that it'll proper decent positioning on here. You can see that, you can see where it's a chunk out. It's going to go in that little bit there. Like so. Just got to make sure it's pushed all the way in. Yeah, just make sure it's slotted in right. Okay. Now we need 65, which is the cloak. That's 65. Just having a look here, there's a couple of different cloaks here. So there's 92, 90, no, it's not that one. It's like a kind of not very long, very ripped cloak, number 65. Very intriguing. Why can't I find it? That's strange, isn't it? And it's strange in a sense that we've got there. I think that's it there, 65. Right, let's get how this goes on then. So it feels like it's supposed to attach to this here, these kind of points at the top, this one and this one. That's how it looks anyway. I don't know if it goes up or down though. It's definitely hooked onto those beaks there. It's just how. Yeah, I see now. Oh, be careful doing this because it feels like you've got to hook it onto the beaks. Definitely, that knife keeps moving as I'm trying to fit this. Yeah, it seems to go over the beaks, or at least attached to them. Gosh, this is going to drive me crazy. Yeah, it goes up to the beaks and then definitely feels like it kind of hooks on like this. What a weird thing. I hate it when you've got ones like this that are kind of really odd in the positioning. Yeah, sorry, and then it goes flat. That's why I wasn't getting anywhere. I was trying to hook it on just by a tiny little bit. I'll get it right. There we go. That's where you go. Let's make sure that knife doesn't budge now. Where's my knife gone? There it is. There. Okay, we are getting there. Now we need 66. This one over here. This is, again, I've got another one of these bits where you're going to have to be very careful cleaning this up. Slight mistake and you've snapped it. And then this is, looks like it's going on this side, tucking under there. So then we want 67 on the other side. And this is going to go in the other 3 notches here. So, right, now onto its stave number 70. Again, just be careful with ones like this. Aside from the fact that it's got some very brittle parts on it, it's also got lots of spiky parts to make it just that much harder to clean it. Now, this is going to slot into here. This arm, isn't it? So, just dead simple, it goes there. This is going to be a pain, isn't it? It's going to keep dropping off. Give that a bit of an opportunity to dry while I get the head out, number 68. And then 69, which is this other arm. That keeps moving, it's annoying me. Oh, this is such a fiddly bit, isn't it? Talk about pain. Go on and stay. Go on, Mr. Head, and stay. Thank you. I think I need to be a bit more patient. Maybe just pause the camera for a bit while I let this dry. That might be a good idea. Right, and then this little arm is going to go on this side. Am I getting that the right way around? I think I'm getting it the wrong way around. Just double check here. No, it's going the right way around that. Now, what I'm going to be curious about is a little in a previous video about the throne. So, what I now need to see is if this is going to fit how it should do. So, he sits up on here, doesn't he? Is it me or if I missed something there? The reason I'm thinking I missed something is it because it looks like he's missing a hand? So, what have I missed here? Maybe he's not missing a hand. Maybe it's, I don't think it is. I think he's gonna be casting something with this hand. We're gonna add it later on. Right. What I'm gonna do is he's got to fit on this throne. So in order to do this part, I've now got to get 71 out, which is the other leg. Get this all kind of prepped. Bent that a bit, that was a pain. Okay. Now, let's see. I've just got to make sure that I sit him in the right place on this throne now. Make sure that he's not too far back. I think it's there where he's going to sit. It's weird because it's showing don't put the leg on until he's after he's on his throne, but that looks like it's going to be really difficult to do. So I'm just going to try something. I'm going to pop his leg on and see if that actually causes a problem. Well, it does if I drop it. Told you my fingers are going numb now. Ugh. And my back's spasming because I've sat down too long, stupid mate. Yeah, no idea why it said put that leg on last. I mean, it doesn't seem to be causing a problem doing it before. There we go. Seems to be how he sits comfortably anyway. Let's give him an opportunity now to rest. Now, need piece number 46, which is a little bit of leather working here. This is where this guy has got to sit on here, and then we'll put that little leather strap, whatever it is, on afterwards. So it's going to glue here and here. Got to remember to make sure that I upload the how to build the throne video before I do how to build the leech video, otherwise it's going to look pretty confusing when I just pull the throne out of nowhere. I've just realised, so I need to make sure that I've uploaded that video first. Okay, there's that part. And then Oh, this arm is going to drive me crazy. It just keeps dropping down all the time. Go on. There, and stay there, you pain in the bum. Right, there's that little leather. So this seems to go on the back. It's going on the back of this, and then it's kind of linking down here, but exactly how and where it goes, that's the question, isn't it? I can see where it goes on here. I mean, that's the easy part. I can see where it goes there, but it's where it joins at the bottom that I'm curious about. Give me a second to work this out. This is popping here. It's a bit of a pain, this part, but it's pushing into there. Now, it feels like it heads down here, but I don't think you glue it onto anything yet. I think you either leave it I'll leave it like that for now, just in case in a little few more steps it has to attach to something. Okay, now it's time to do what I think is a spell that he's casting. I'm just going to push that over there for a second. So I need 74. And this is where his hand is. So if you have a look here, his hand is on this end of the spell. So there's that, and then there's the, I'm going to assume is some kind of magical vulture, like him casting a vulture spell or something, or summoning some carrion. It's features like this that I love on models, that just adds little bits of character to him. It's summoning some sort of carrion bird here, isn't it? No doubt about it. Now, if the hand is there, I've got to work out how I attach this, because it does feel like it's going to have to attach to the base there, otherwise it's going to be very weak. No other way to put it. So here's his hand, and I think it kind of links down to here. I think what we need to do is we need to position that a bit further down. Now it feels like its main contact point is down here somewhere. So I think around here, just got to get this hand to line up like that. So basically what you're trying to do is make sure that hand connects to the hand here, and then this part is there. That's where it feels like it perfectly fits. I think if I get this in position first, like so, then we can kind of move and position the arm. Sometimes these bits are the worst, aren't they? Right. So pop onto there, settle. And this is me wishing that I haven't packed away my little drill, because this is definitely a part that would benefit greatly from that added stability, wouldn't it? Come on, stay. Don't you dare budge. Budged again. Stay. Stay. A little notch in the plastic here would have added so much to the stability of this, wouldn't it? Right, hopefully that'll settle in now nicely while I move on to what I think is coming to an end at last. Pop that out of the way. I need 56, 57, which is this little cover. Right, let's get this sorted now. So it looks like that way. And where does this one go? Feels like it goes this way, but let me just check. Yeah, that's right. Then 58, which is these scales. A very important process because we have to weigh the souls of the dead, don't we? If memory serves. where does this go in? So it's going to go underneath here. It feels like it pops into there, but it doesn't look like it's got the most stable connection either. It feels like it slots right between those 2 points there. That's how it feels anyway. But of course, I tend to find that with little bits like this, they can be a bit of a pain. So I shall hold it like, have it like that, and hopefully it'll start to dry. And then this part is going to end up sliding into this. Like so. Again, just give me a second. Let's make sure that this is slotting in nicely. Yeah, it will do. That's fine. So I can put a bit of glue on the back parts here just to hold it in. Like so. Right, there she is. I'm saying it's a she. I think it's a female dragon. Yep, that's what I've decided. This is a female dragon. I've decided the person on top is a male leech. Fight me if you disagree. Beautiful model. Look at that. It's so beautiful. It is just amazing, isn't it? Please like and subscribe. I'll catch you next time.